So I'm down here in Glasgow Green. It is called Deer Green Place. This is my hometown of Glasgow. Now I love being back home. It may look sunny and sure as hell I've got my sunglasses on, but I'm not gonna lie, I am freezing my arse off right now. But anyway, without further ado, let us take you on a flight to LA.
Show me your best acting. Right now.
So I'm not gonna lie guys, when I arrived in LA, I'd just got on the flight and I had the birthday boy badge on, and they announced it on the flight like, oh, let's give it up for Daniel, he's turning 25 today. And everybody in the airplane was cheering for him. A little light bulb went off in my head and I just started thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna pretend it's my birthday the whole fucking time. So when it was actually my birthday, I went down to walk around. I was kind of lonely actually, but I didn't really care, I was having fun. And I ended up running into like a climate change protest, and I just thought it was kind of funny, so I just jumped along and got involved, was rallying with everybody. I'm not the type of person that usually goes to protests, but like, climate change, I mean, it's something we can all get behind, right?
Save our planet, save our planet, save our planet, save our
But that night was the first night where the fun began. I was taken out to Joshua Tree. Now I hadn't packed my camera, I hadn't packed anything, so I was just taken on my way to Joshua Tree, which has always been a dream place of mine to go. And I woke up in the morning and was just confronted with the most amazing landscape that I've never actually seen before, and these trees, and oh my goodness, just wait till you see this. Oh my. So just stopping off in Joshua Tree, got my wee California Republic hat on. Look at this beautiful view though, like all the trees. So Joshua Tree is actually, it's called Joshua Tree after the tree.
Yeah, after the tree.
So the tree is like very unique, and its only other place of existence is in Jerusalem, or near Jerusalem. See behind, it's pretty awesome. Like all these rock formations, they look like skull. Oh, just walking through the bushes just now. So I'm really upset I didn't bring my camera, but you know what, sometimes spontaneous trips that are just supposed to happen, they just happen and you just go with it. Like if some people invite you somewhere, if you're traveling, you didn't bring your toothbrush or something like that, something silly, and you're thinking, oh, I don't know how to do this. Being spontaneous is a really good thing to do. Life works itself out eventually, and you obviously get rewarded with a beautiful memory and beautiful view. So I've made it to Keys Viewpoint. Look at that view. Holy mother of Jameson whiskey. So as much as I would have loved to stay in Joshua Tree for longer, I headed back to LA and was having so much fun. I ended up going out that night and we ended up getting some drinks. Now I put the birthday boy badge on and you know what? I didn't spend a single penny the entire time I was there. It was nuts. Bar number 1. Already got one for free because it's my birthday. So let's see what we go at bar number 2. And so I took some alone time and I had some good reading time, and I went down to the beach down at Santa Monica at the pier, and I reflected on everything that had happened and started questioning things and had a lot of good thoughts to go through and process, you know. So again, another touristy area, very cool, and yeah, dipped in the water for a little bit, and the pier is pretty much full of life. Nice Sunday afternoon spent for Daniel. So, first time down on Santa Monica Pier, and it's quite decent. It's quite cool. Lots of things to do, like fun attractions and all that stuff. But yeah, I kind of wanted to open up about the fact that I'm now single. There's no animosity, there's nothing like that. I'm just deciding to, you know, people move on, you know, you have to go and you have to live life for you, they have to live life for them, and you have to just make sure that you're constantly bettering yourself. Okay, it's hard, breakups can be really hard, they can be really stressful, but you know, if you're making sure that you're constantly improving on yourself, then nobody can say a fucking thing. So the next day was even more fun because I got to actually see the Hollywood sign for the first time, and that was just surreal. I mean, I've always wanted to see that. I know that's the touristy stuff. I also went to see the Walk of Shame, aka the Walk of Fame, and Hollywood Boulevard, which was also really cool. Like, you have to do these things when you go travel. You have to go see the sightseeing places, you know, because just go for it.
I don't know why, but they didn't put the red carpet out for me. They must have just not known I was coming.
Is there that guy from Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, that's me. It's me. Hi, how's it going? I'll get a selfie later. I'm filming. Bye.
So I'm on the Walk of Shame now. What's this? Celine Dion! Yeah, just walking along here, like all the amazing tourists and stuff. Robert Duvall, Billy Bob Thornton, Russell Crowe. Oh, okay. This is cool. Enjoying it, see what's going on. We got Wonder Woman getting pictures here. The Robin Williams handprints right here, and it says Carpe Diem, which is quite sad actually when you think about it, because he's one of my biggest heroes. And the other thing that's really cool is that Tom Hanks is right down beside him, right there, which is pretty cool. So my trip ended off amazing and went up the Griffith Observatory. Now the Griffith Observatory I've seen in so many movies, you know, Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean.
Told you not to worry. but maybe that's a lie. Honey, what's the hurry? Won't you stay inside? Remember not to get too close to stars. They're never gonna give you love like ours. Where did you go? I should know, but it's cold and I don't wanna be lonely. So show me the way home. I can't lose another life.
So, I'm here in the Barras, the Barrowlands. It's a very well-known, famous place in Glasgow. There's a local market here, a lot of cool things, but what I wanted to talk about is what Glasgow actually means to me personally, and a little bit of my upbringing here. I was brought up in a place called Maryhill. I wasn't brought up in a wealthy family at all, you know, working class. Didn't really, like, I watched a lot of documentaries and stuff about travel, and people that I used to look up to were Billy Connolly. I used to look up to Ewan McGregor, Charlie Borman when they travelled around the world on their motorbikes. And that was something that I actually, when I was watching it, it was like a little spark, and it made me want to go travel a lot and go and see the world. Because Glasgow is a beautiful place, like, it's great, but it's also a tough place. You have cold, dark winters, and you watch places like LA in movies, and I was always looking at it with kind of expectations that maybe one day I would get to go there, but it wasn't really, it didn't seem like a reality. It seemed like a kind of far-fetched dream, but to actually say that I'm able to do that now is absolutely amazing. Like, I'm able to travel the world and go and see all these amazing things and stuff. But as a young kid, I never thought I would actually ever, you know, amount to getting that far. And so there's a real pride within myself. It might not mean a lot to you. Maybe you're from a wealthy family. Maybe you're from a place where you have accessibility to go around the world. I remember when I was about 10 or 11, there was all these people in my school that were all travelling to Hawaii and all these other really exotic places. And I was never that kid. My family, we went camping around in Scotland. But my dad was always a hard worker. If you worked your hardest and you tried your best with whatever you'd done, then nobody can say fucking anything about it, you know. So Glasgow is a great place, and it's definitely toughens you up in a good way. It also keeps you humble, and that's why I love Glasgow so much. It's when you travel around, you know, there's so many people and you see them and they're all so confident, and I actually get annoyed with them because I'm looking at them thinking, how are they allowed to be that confident and cocky? Because where I'm from and where we're all brought up, if you're that confident, you're that cocky, you get snapped out of you very quickly. But I actually like that mentality better because it keeps you stoic, it keeps you, you know, you don't become a prima donna, you don't become somebody who thinks that they're better than the world. We're all equal here, we all keep each other level-headed, and I love that about this place. So yeah, if you come here, don't expect to be, you know, a star and all that. Don't, just try and be yourself and fit in and have a laugh. And that's why this city's also, it's the people that makes this place very special. Obviously it's very bipolar, there's very rough, tough and crazy people, but there's also the really sweet, and if you fall over in the street, you're 10 times more likely to have someone pick you up or help you out here. Fair enough, one of them might steal your wallet, but you know, at least they've helped you up. But now Glasgow is my favourite city out of in Scotland still. Edinburgh is very beautiful, it's very picturesque, and the tourists love it when they see it. But that's at face value. Glasgow's got more depth to it, it's got more substance to it, and it's more meaty. There's also so many more cool things, activities, music, art and culture going on around it. So definitely Glasgow to me is an artistic, poetic, hell of a place with so much character, so much schizophrenia, but it all balances itself out in a creative, amazing, abstract way.